I've seen a couple of ideas out there about practice pad kits, and I wanted to show you guys my take on it. Basically what I've done is I have taken I think it's an SP bass drum pad with my double bass pedals. It's a pretty good feel. Probably not the greatest out there. I don't know. It's the only one I've tried thus far, but it's definitely better than a flat pad. And I've taken that in conjunction with the 3 toms that you see here are the DW Smart Practice Kit. It actually comes with 4 pads and a stand, along with this bass drum beater, which I didn't find very effective. I immediately wanted to change, so I took the approach that I've got going on here with that bass drum pad, and I put a couple of these Vater pads that I had been using, one of them for quite a while, and then this one I bought new. Put the one pad on my piccolo snare drum to imitate the feel and sound of a regular snare drum, and the way I've arranged the toms, my 4 toms as it were, sort of gives a descending tone to it, with a similar sort of feel. And that is not quite perfect, but it does come fairly close to mimicking the feel of actual toms. And I've seen and actually possessed in the past cymbal muffles, but I didn't find them very useful, and they wore out after time, which I'm sure these rags that I'm using will also wear out after time. But that's what I've found in the meantime. But rags are pretty cheap. You can get them at Goodwill for, you know, pretty cheap. My little mock-up ride, which as you can see has tape on it. I've been using this for years, trying to get a ride snare drum contrast that feels similar to the real thing, sort of to help me practice blast beats in my apartment, which as you can see is kind of cluttered. So this is what I've got going on. It works pretty well. I continue to modify it, probably not too terribly much from this because I don't want it to be big and bulky and anything really crazy, but it allows me to play in my apartment and get some good practice time in, which is really the goal, without disturbing my neighbors. So if this gives you any good ideas, cool, take them, modify them, post yours on the internet too. We want to see it. Cool.